Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new trade recap of last week. So I had a -2% week. The best thing I could get this week was -1 if I took my missed trades, and the best possible trade I could take it was then -1%. So it was not that bad week if I took all the trades. So just -1% was the best thing I could have. So now it was -2. So we start GBP AUD. So on the weekly, what can we see on GBP AUD? On the weekly, we can see we have here that weekly bullish M. So we have here our drawing. We have our first leg, second leg, third leg. We have our bullish M fourth leg coming back till that IC red candle here. So that red candle we came back to, as you can see, this week's came back to that IC. And what we had after that, we had also a pattern within a pattern. So we had that bullish M, and then we have the same highs in a bullish market. So we expect the same lows, which we did. So we touched also our weekly low reverse point here. So our weekly lowest week, and we touched that also. So we had a bullish trend, but we had just a retrace candle against us. But this isn't a problem for me. We can look for still bullish setup. So I went to the daily, and on the daily, what can I see? I saw this as a bullish M, but this was a mistake of me because this was a trading error. I was too focused on this high leg and this low leg here. So this low wick came to the same low. So I thought it is one leg for me, but then I was counting this first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg as a bullish M. So I wasn't focused enough because this was just our high, low, higher high, and then this is our new low. And then we have that shoulder one here, this head, potential shoulder two. And if I drew my Fibonacci from that high here to that low from that high, you can see that 61.80 isn't aligning with that shoulder one. So this is an invalid trade to take even on the beginning of correction here. So that's why this is a trading error. I was too focused on this leg here, high, low, and I was thinking that this was one leg and this is not one leg. So this is a huge mistake from me, not focused well enough. And that's why I saw this as a bullish M, and that's why I took here a trade, because I wasn't focused anymore on the daily. I was just looking at the 4 hour because I knew what the daily was. And that's why I saw this as a bullish M instead of a shoulder one, head, shoulder two here. So yeah, this was a, a bad mistake from me. So yeah, huge lesson. So what I saw then, okay, we came back to that daily lows, and what I saw, if the trade was valid, then I saw a bullish M under a previous lower high. So in that case, the 4 hour was valid to take. This was a 4 hour bullish M, first leg, second leg, third leg. Then we can take the trade on that previous higher low. Trade was active, and then we could take it to a 4 hour -27, but it didn't do that because we were not at a valid daily pattern. So this was not valid for me. So this is a training error. So after that, I could take a trade if I didn't take this invalid trade. Then I could take this reverse point because we went below this weekly blue reverse point line. We went below, and then this was our previous low. This is our low then, previous low, and we closed above that. And then we could take here a trade like this. This could be then a trade because once we close above that weekly reverse point and this previous low, then we can take the trade here just a little bit above that 4 hour reverse point here. So this could be my 4 hour reverse point like this, and then this would be a break-even trade because it came back and then it went till the daily highs, the previous daily highs here. As you can see, it went till the daily highs here. So it was then just a break-even trade for me, GBPAUD, if I didn't took this trade. So that's a shame that this was a mistake of me. So then AUDUSD. So this could be the only -1% trade for me, AUDUSD. Then, if I took all the right trades. So what I can see on AUDUSD, we are in a bearish market. So we have here our high, low, high, lower low. So this is our bearish W. So that's why I drew in my weekly highs here. and my weekly reverse point also, because this was our previous high, highest week. So that's why the banks and institutes like to take here some sellers, is because when retail traders go to the upside, then the banks and institutes have a lot of liquidity to go to the downside for potentially making that bearish W. But it didn't do that. So we had that weekly candle against us, but that's not a problem. We can still look for that bearish momentum then. And then on the daily, what I saw, the price was here a little bit going more corrective. It was not so aggressively anymore going to the upside than this movement. So yeah, I was just looking, okay, when we touch this weekly reverse point here, then I can look for that pattern. And I went to the 4 hour. So till the 4 hour. And what I saw, this was our previous high. For our reverse point was June. I put it there for our previous high. This was our higher high. When we close below, so when we close below with a candle, then we can take our limit. So when this red candle here close below, then I could take my limit on that for our reverse point for a possible short. And it just didn't went to my break-even point. It was around floating around, yeah, 0.82%. So it wasn't enough to go break even, and that's why we went in. We went to the upside. So this was a -1% followed by the plan, and my daily TP would be at this first structure encountering that I see here. 4% would be enough, but yeah, it was a -1%. Then Euro AUD, this was a break even for me. So on the weekly, this was also the last trade I took that week. So on the weekly, what can you see? We have here our bullish M, our first leg, second leg, third leg. We are in a bullish momentum, fourth leg coming back. Then you have here a kind of flip completion from the high here to the low, -27 flip completion, aligning there. So yeah, and then we also touched that weekly reverse point. So we touch here that weekly reverse point lows where the banks and institutes like to take longs. So then I saw this, so I went to the daily also. So I went into the daily, and on the daily we were still bearish. This was our previous high, and this was our same low. This was one leg still because the weeks go over into each other. So this candle wasn't closed, this red candle. So this was still the last low. This red candle wasn't closed, so it could still go to the upside till that daily IC low here, so take 4 hour TP partials, or that high to take the daily TP partials. So yeah, this was also around for 4% till that daily IC high for yes, 4%. So then I went till the 4 hour, and what I saw on the 4 hour was that we had here our candle that just tapped below, just had a small touch below that weekly reverse point, and then we wanted a close above that for our previous low, that for our reverse point, and then we had here that close of that large for our bullish candle, and then we could take the limit just 1 pip above that. I was triggered in, and then the price went a little bit to the downside, just almost touching my stop loss, but then it didn't do that. And then we went just break even now, so it's a break even trade, and the trade is still in this channel, in this lows and in this highs trading. So there's some indecision happening there. So maybe the price wants to go back to the upside. We will see what will happen, but this was a break-even trade for me. So these were the trades I took on my FTMO. So the last 3 weeks were not that good. I also couldn't take a lot of profits the last 2-3 weeks. So that's why I'm also in a losing streak. It were not that many trades positive to take. So, but it could be better the last 3 weeks. I could have maybe max -3%, maximum -4. Now I'm -6. So yeah, that's trading. So every week we will improve ourselves and we will do better the each day. So have a nice trading week, everybody. I hope you liked it, and yeah, see you next week. Bye.